Welcome back, everyone. It's me. Today, we have an exclusive look at the full report for the 2020 strategic overview of the type 2 diabetes clinical trial landscape from our friends at Center for the Study of Therapeutic Innovation. This comprehensive report analyzes over 200 type 2 diabetes trials completed in 2024, uncovering key trends in 𝗓𝗓-demography, stratification, biomarkers, modalities, and adaptive trial designs. Let's dive into the key findings together. In 2024, type 2 diabetes, or T2D, remained a major focus in metabolic drug development, ranking third globally across all disease areas, with 205 industry-sponsored trials completed. The landscape reflects a strong pivot toward combination therapy, cardiometabolic outcomes, and innovative drug-device integration, particularly across North America, Asia-Pacific, and Europe. Looking closer at the 𝗓𝗓-demographic split, we see North America, especially the US, leads with the highest trial volume driven by a high disease burden and payer-driven outcome mandates. Asia-Pacific, particularly China and India, saw increased trial activity due to rising T2D incidence, large patient pools, and regulatory reform. Europe, led by Germany and the UK, maintained strong participation with coordinated health system support for cardiometabolic outcome trials. Together, these three regions represent over 85% of all T2D trials completed in 2024. Now let's discuss the top 3 stratifications in type 2 diabetes trials. Cardiovascular risk profile. Trials increasingly stratify by ASCVD history, HFpEF or HFrEF status, or CKD stage, aligning with FDA and EMA guidance on cardiovascular outcome trials. This approach enables more precise risk stratification and more accurate measurement of treatment benefits. Next, BMI or obesity class. With obesity now co-ranked in trial volume, T2D studies include BMI stratified cohorts to validate metabolic weight loss outcomes, especially for GLP-1 agonists. This helps researchers understand the role of weight management in diabetes control. And finally, treatment history, SGLT2I or GLP-1 usage. Many trials are now second-line or third-line focused and stratify based on previous drug class exposure to measure the incremental benefit of new therapies. This approach allows for a better understanding of how new drugs fit within established treatment regimens. Moving on to the top 3 biomarkers guiding T2D trials, we find HbA1c still holds the top spot as the primary biomarker endpoint across all phases. For short-term efficacy monitoring, fasting plasma glucose, FPG, and postprandial glucose, PPG, are utilized, while eGFR, UACR, and NT-proBNP are crucial in renal and CV outcome-focused studies. Additionally, insulin resistance indices like HOMA-IR and adiponectin-leptin ratios are found in early phase and mechanism of action studies. Biomarker-guided endpoints are increasingly being adopted in adaptive trial frameworks to enhance interim decision-making. Now let's examine the top 3 modalities in late-stage T2D trials. Combination therapy, fixed dose, and dual molar represents the first group. This includes GLP-1, GIP dual agonists like tirzepatide, SGLT2, GLP-1 combos, and DPP-4, metformin fixed-dose tablets, accounting for about 63% of Phase 3 trials. Next, oral GLP-1 receptor agonists, particularly oral semaglutide and next-gen analogs, are transforming delivery paradigms and aim to displace injectable first-line therapies. Finally, digital therapeutics plus drug hybrids are gaining traction. Integrated glucose monitoring, telehealth platforms, and smart insulin titration systems are paired with therapeutics in real-world trials. Let's delve into the trial design insights, specifically looking at the combination versus monotherapy split. We find that combination therapy trials represent about 129 out of the total 205 trials completed in 2024. Monotherapy trials account for the remaining 76. This translates to a ratio of approximately 1.7 combination for every one monotherapy trial. This ratio reflects the therapeutic shift toward holistic, multi-target approaches, particularly for patients with multiple comorbidities or long disease duration. Now let's uncover the top 3 CROs driving adaptive design in T to D trials. 𝗓𝗠 plc is a leader known for its cardiometabolic excellence. 𝗓𝗠 spearheaded adaptive CVOTs with interim efficacy, futility monitoring, and geographic rebalancing. Medpace is a fast-growing CRO active in Asia and the US, optimizing T to D trials through strategies like using biomarkers like eGFR and NT-proBNP to reallocate arms in real time. PRA Health Sciences, part of 𝗓𝗠, focuses on patient-centric and decentralized trial models in combination therapy settings, incorporating virtual titration and EPRO endpoints. Looking ahead, the strategic outlook reveals that the type 2 diabetes clinical research landscape in 2024 reflects a clinical maturity that is evolving toward precision care via combination therapy, long-term outcomes, and real-world interoperability. Innovation opportunities lie in expanding oral GLP-1 GIP platforms and injectable-to-oral transitions, combining digital metabolic coaching with pharmacotherapy, and forging CRO partnerships that optimize real-world endpoints and adaptively de-risk trials. As diabetes converges with obesity, cardiovascular, and renal health management, the ecosystem is ripe for platform-based care innovation. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone stay tuned for more updates and insights. Until next time, stay healthy and well.